My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire for the February 12th, 2020 daily challenge. Characters are silent. Chimera, your starting deck is a fusion of all characters. Time dilation, all enemies start with a slow debuff. And Night Terrors, resting at rest sites, heals 100% your max HP, but costs 5. There's not anything particularly great in these modifiers so far. I actually really dislike Chimera. Night Terrors is nothing. It's not really anything. Let's go for the 2 elite path. So we're kind of just mostly going to be playing this like a normal run. I mean, a normal run that also has an eruption in it, that said. Okay. Dagger Spray, Predator, and Flying Knee. I really want to get the Dagger Spray just so that I'm prepared for some of the worst AoE things that can happen this floor. But Predator is really... I'll take the Predator because I got the 2 elites on this path. Hopefully neither is the Sentinels. But this will make us significantly better off against the Gremlin Knob in particular. So I'm trying to always play my attack at the end of the turn so that it gets as much of a... Oh my god. This is a really bad fight. Like, I'm just going to take 10 damage in this early fight. Just due to not good draws. And the enemy just attacking constantly as well. Piercing Whale, good defense. Upgrade a card. I kind of want to upgrade the Predator, get the extra damage on it. Especially considering we have the slow debuff. If we manage to play a lot of things before the Predator, we're off to the races. Should have been the Strike first, then the Predator. But it's not going to matter. Blade Dance, Poison Stab, and Dagger Spray. So the reason that I like the idea of Blade Dance here is because it's 4 cards played for the slow debuff. 4 cards played, like when the Blade Dance is upgraded. 4 cards played means 40% extra damage to all enemies that turn. So ideally, I do actually want to try and turn this into a Shiv deck. Especially like a Shiv deck with Skewer or a Shiv deck with a couple hard hitters in there as well would be lovely. Strongly feeling like this one's our kill. Regen potion, as well as another piercing whale, a backflip, and flying knee. I'm going to take the backflip. I need more defense in this deck, as much as I wanted to take the piercing whale there. I don't really have that much setup to do here. Guess I'll wait for a slightly better hand than this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get some Shivs shuffled into my deck. Shiv, Predator. We're not going to be able to defend ourselves here. Like, we just lost the card that would help us defend, actually. Yet. Piercing Whale, backflip, defend. Unfortunately, the best defense I can get. We actually do manage to full defend on this turn. Neat. I'm setting up because I know that I have the Predator in the next hand, so I knew I had lethal. Oddly Smooth Stone started combat with 1 dex, as well as Distraction, Dash, and Expertise, just for the fact that we need a little extra defense, and we have the Oddly Smooth Stone. We'll be taking the dash here. Also going to upgrade it relatively early. Transform a card. I kind of want to get the Eruption out of the deck. Bash is too expensive. But I do like the vulnerability setup, but I don't like that being our vulnerability setup. Zap is... It's probably Zap. Bullet time, okay. Let's Strawberry, raising max HP by 7. Bullet time is actually pretty useful here. Unfortunately, all of these negate the slow debuff as part of the time dilation effect. Ooh, I probably can't afford to keep myself perfect here. Oh, never mind. We have 1 dex. Okay, so that actually does keep us perfect. Okay. Great bullet time. Interestingly, I don't actually even have to kill them and waste damage. Wait until the next round. Another defend. Oh, perfect. Predator will do it. And there's Predator to do it. And Predator guarantees me extra card draw this turn, which should help me defend myself. I want some aggression my next hand, so I'll let that be it. Perfect. Got him. Actually get the bonus there. Bottle Flame, upon pickup, choose an attack, started combat with that in your opening hand, as well as another Piercing Wail we'll take. Bottled Flame, what would I put in my opening hand? Dash? Fine, I guess I'll take the dash in the opening hand. Hey, and it's absolutely perfect here. Blocks for the full 13. And then a little bit extra on top. Okay. Perfect. Acrobatics, Poison Stab, and Bane. Closest here feels like Acrobatics, but I'm starting to be like, yeah, we need to pull back on those. I haven't gotten any curses this floor yet, so I think maybe it's too late to start picking up curses. I think I probably need a potion to help me actually get through this fight, so. Cutting Potion, Distilled Chaos, Attack Potion. Distilled Chaos is probably the one we're looking for here. I'm also going to drop the Regen Potion for the Cunning. Oh my god. Quite a turn right there. Another dash or another Piercing Wail. The fact is, like, I need the dashes right now because I haven't been offered many defensive options. I just need to defend myself in the boss fights. The boss fights are actually going to be pretty long and drawn out. I don't know if we're going to be able to perfect this boss fight. I really don't. Definitely Survivor on Piercing Wail. Okay. You get the block before you hit the enemy, so it's fine. And then Acrobatics. Yeah, that next hand is completely garbage for defending, so I need to Acrobatics literally just to try and get rid of those cards. Draw myself into new cards in the next hand. Yeah, Survivor isn't enough by itself. Summoner's Survivor discarding Bash. I'll use Distilled Chaos to try and play some defense here. Good, we actually got enough defense. In fact, we got enough defense to use the Predator. Bullet Time is by far the best card in my deck right now. I'm so pleased with that transformation. I can't get Piercing Wail out of the deck. It's really good for us. Shouldn't just burn it. Sweet. Another Piercing Wail, please. There it is. Oh my god. That said, we don't need to use the Piercing Wail here, right? Acrobatics discarding the Piercing Wail and then dash dash. I mean, with the Cunning Potion and the Gambler's Brew, now we might actually have a shot at this. 6 and 12 is not going to be enough, so I do have to put the enemy on the ground this turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Puts the enemy on the ground, and we get our perfect almost certainly here. Great. But I did have to use 2 of my potions. An energy potion, as well as unload, grand finale, and burst. I don't really want unload. Grand finale is extremely hard to play. And burst doesn't really necessarily fit this deck. Burst would if I had already more energy in particular. Energy being a huge problem for us right now. But more skills. More Shiv skills in particular. I don't know, I'll take burst. I've already got the bullet time in the deck, so I've already lost my paupers bonus. I could get it back by removing the bullet time, but we're gonna need a little bit of extra help considering these are not good modifiers. This is also really annoying. Ugh. I think I'm just gonna transform and upgrade 3 strikes here. The Astrolabe. I really, really, really needed extra energy there based on the fact that I picked up burst especially. So we got a Nightmare, a Dagger Spray, and a Heal Hook. We have no way to activate the Heal Hook. Dagger Spray is nice, I guess. Nightmare is fine. You haven't really got anything to use it on effectively here. Oof. How many upgrades do I actually need in my deck? Because there's one line with 3 upgrades. And then there's one line that has only 1 upgrade, but 6 question marks. So I'm going to go for the 6 question marks. Try and get myself a Necronomicon to double up on my dashes and stuff like that. Acrobatics, Dagger Throw, and Sneaky Strike. Sneaky Strike is really good when you have Necronomicon. But at the moment, I'm going to take my second Acrobatics. I've got all this card draw, and I have no energy to use it with. So, it's not going great. I kind of want to get the Hand of Greed and then bounce. Let's do it. And I do intend on padding out my deck a lot more, so Abacus is not great for us. Akabeko is just 6 extra damage on our first attack, which is good if it's Dagger Spray and bad if it's pretty much anything else. I'll take Akabeko regardless. I can afford it. Upgrading a card every hand is definitely worth that pain. This is the Dagger Spray waiting room. I'm gonna burst Blade Dance here so that I can put 2 targets down on the ground. Good thing that the Blade Dance was the one upgraded there, otherwise that was going to be really rough. So that's 10 at the moment. It's not going to get to be enough. 16, 16, 5. 5 with the vulnerability up to 16 means this only goes down. Hang on. That's half rounded up? No, that's half rounded up plus. Wait, it's... because I've got flight, slow, and vulnerability to calculate. Okay, so it'll be taking 40% more, 50% less, and then 50% more. So it'll be taking... But it's not... Whatever. I'm gonna bash you and then see... Yeah, it is lethal. Okay, good. Maybe I just try and wait for the Hand of Greed to cycle back around. Might as well, right? If I'm gonna be in the fight anyway, I might as well make bank off of it. Bullet time. Nightmare the Hand of Greed, just so that I have one in the next hand. Hand of Greed you. And then I'm accepting 5 damage in order to get 25 gold. Am I okay with that? I'm okay with that. Ooh, a pre-upgraded deflect. Yeah. Very, very much my kind of jam. Definitely start with the dagger spray so we get the double benefit of the Yakabeko there. I mean, that's a pretty good turn. Yikes. That's not how I wanted that one to go down. Please stop making all of my cards the most expensive cards in the universe, please. That'll be 40. 49 is obviously not enough lethal here. I should just dash. Save my HP. Oh, thank heck we got bullet time there. Otherwise, Hand of Greed here wasn't going to even have a shot at being lethal. You suck, game! How dare you? One shot. So mad at you. Free slice? Yeah, we need to keep the deck cost low. As much as we don't want slice or deflect in the same hand as the bullet time, we'll just die if we don't pay attention to this kind of thing. That's real bad for business. Really? Hang on. I can actually weaken you. Sweet. We actually get to keep our perfect so far. Ooh. Okay. Bullet time, blade darts. You definitely just cast the eruption. I'm gonna nightmare shivs for the next hand, actually. Yeah, we've got this, we've got this. Shiv, 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 and then, like, predators there. I'm gonna use acrobatics just in case it draws the... Oh my god! Got him! Because immediately after that, I could have turned around and used the predator. Horncleat, at the start of your second turn, gain 14 block, Adrenaline, Wraith Form, and Flying Knee. Wraith Form. Then it's an immediate upgrade on Wraith Form. It's the way that I'll perfect bosses. Burst to defend. Throw a slice. A dash and a heal hook against the backline. Get the kill. I mean, if I have to spend a potion in order to get me a perfect, that's a good trade for me pretty much every time. I don't want to play the Wraith Form there because it's not actually guaranteed to work out how I want it to there. Also slightly short on the defense I need. You suck, game, don't you goddamn hell. Rude. Dash is just enough. Fine. Give me the Hand of Greed. Next hand. Here we go. Hand of Greed. Right here. Boom. Got him. Tried to do that preemptive thing. It didn't work out for me. Let's go. I mean, I can actually just Survivor and then heal hook you. Predator and defend. All right, we should now have an easy time perfecting the rest of this fight. And in fact, there's still a Hand of Greed in there, so we should be able to get that too. Perfect. Snecko Skull, whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison, as well as Terror, Blade Dance, and Caltrops. I really want that Terror. As much as I wanted the Blade Dance, Terror, have to take it. The merchant restocks cards, relics, and potions, or price decreased by 20%. So now I'm looking for the membership card, obviously. I'm gonna take my 70% bet here. Good. Oh, hell yes! Bullet Time, Nightmare, the Wraith Form, Play the Wraith Form. Use that. Great. So next turn I just play a Wraith Form, I think? I'm just gonna be intangible until the end of the battle. Don't worry. Don't fret about me. I got this. That actually allows me also to utilize Eruption. Dripping Cloud, Escape Plan, and Outmaneuver. Take an Escape Plan there for a little bit of extra defense. Give me the Anchoridian. Nope, I was hoping for the Necronomicon, but thank you for that regardless. I kind of want Lee's Waffle here. I'm gonna go Lee's Waffle, remove the Poison Potion, take a Strength Potion. And then I'm gonna get another Dagger Spray and a Backflip. And another Deflect. With enough draw that I have in the deck, those deflects have less of a negative impact than they otherwise might. Sure, double cast that. Why the heck not? Distraction? I mean, a distraction that costs 0 and gives me another 0 back is pretty good when I have the slow debuff on. I need Bullet Time always to cost 2, so I can always draw before I play Bullet Time. Or I can only do that at the moment when the Warp Tongs upgrades it for me. Nice. Not really kind of opening hand I was looking for here. Terror, Deflect, and Backflip after 1,000 cuts, as well as the Dex Potion. I think I probably also need the Strength Potion for this fight. Like, I actually feel like I could die. Okay, 12 block is going to be enough for us, thankfully. I also forgot which to cast first. Obviously, it should have been the Dagger Spray there. Whoops. Nightmare on Distraction? I kind of want to roll Nightmare on Distraction here. But it's not Wraith Form. Ugh, it's just another Terror. Alright, I'm going to drink this. I'm going to throw all of those back. I'm looking to try and pick up Wraith Form here. Nightmare on the Wraith Form. Deflect and Dagger Spray. The problem is, Wraith Form is going to have to be played on the same... Oh, never mind! The enemy is not attacking! Hell yes! I'm fine if I draw bullets. No! I should have done that earlier! Whoops, but still, it worked out in the end. But oh no, still. Alright, good. These Wraith Forms will carry us through this fight pretty easily now. Let's get the Terra out of the deck at the moment. I know the enemy is going to purge all of their stuff, but that's a later problem. Okay, they're doing a self buff this turn, and then they're doing the purge, so I will no longer be affected by all of these negatives. I would have had to play a backflip and a defend there to actually prevent myself from taking any damage here. For some reason, I was just like, yeah, deflect will be fine. But no, we lost that perfect. Well, if we're going to lose our perfect, it's time to go all for the kills. We were going to lose our perfect that turn anyway, so thankfully, I don't have to feel too bad about it. Like, I still feel not great about it, but thankfully that kind of proves that ultimately I was going to lose it anyway. Malaise, Grand Finale, and Doppelganger. The only one I really care about here is possibly Malaise. I'm going to take the gain energy at the start of your turn. You can only rest at rest sites just because I desperately need the energy. I've needed it this whole time. This run would be hugely different if after the first floor we got energy. I'll have to do. I really want to burst the dagger spray. Unfortunately, that's not a thing. Alright. And yeah, just insta-kill next turn. Flying knee dagger spray expertise. I'll take another dagger spray. Give us a little bit more AoE. Plus a possibility for that collector's bonus, I guess. Throw out one Malaise just against the frontliner. It's only one strength down because we were already fully blocked that turn. Yikes. I mean, we have to play it like that, but still, oof, that's not great. I was really hoping for more aggression on that turn. Fine, I'm going to have to take a little bit of damage here. Thank you for the adrenaline. Let's go for an acrobatics as well. And that'll do it. Pretty easily, those did 24 apiece. Ice Cream energy is now conserved between turns. Like that a lot. I already have 1, 2 deflects. Yeah, I'll take a third for the possibility of collector's bonus. Remove a pain. Okay. If I could have just guaranteed bullet time in my opening hands, this would be a wholly different run, and I would have taken completely different things. A shame. At the very least, now with the energy being conserved between turns, we're doing okay. Die, Sneaky Strike and Calculated Gamble. Take another AoE, I guess, in the die. Hello, Writhing Mass. Usually I want a Parasite from you. Not today, though, friend. Not today, though. And, of course, we have to do the bullet time now. Okay, smallest to highest. And we leave the dagger spray for the end because the enemy is malleable and we don't want it to get 2 triggers of its malleability before we get the dagger spray off. Of course, I would never let them get that attack off. Beautiful. Good thing I had the attack potion for it, though. Another power potion, that's useful. Backstab, I don't really want that in my opening hand. I'll take another escape plan. Burst needs to be upgraded. Simply has to be. Start with the escape plan. That's Wraithform, neat. Guess I'll go backflip, deflect, Wraithform. Means that I can ignore both these daggers. They'll just die. And in fact, I can even ignore this dagger. It'll just die against me. Come at me, daggers. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I was hoping that we would be a lot closer to a kill by now. Feeling left out a little high and dry right now, though. Yikes. At least I'm not gonna die. Lose 26 HP, but I don't die. Turnip, you can only become frail, as well as liquid memories. Choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. It costs 1 less. Sorry, 0, rather. Costs 0, not 1 less. Finesse and Flying Knee. Would I take a Flying Knee? I'd definitely take Finesse. I even take Neutralize. I have very little access to weakness in my deck. Meat on the bone. If your HP is out below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12 HP. Just drop a giant malaise, though. And Nightmare Heal Hook for a really good next turn. Where I'm just going to get a bunch of heal hooks I get to play for free. I kind of want Eruption, but I really shouldn't. I'm going to do it. I shouldn't be doing it, by the way. This is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, it turns out that was a bad idea. Someone should have told me not to do it. It's a shame no one did. Never mind, we got Wraithform. It's all okay. Wraithform, Dagger, and then a big Predator. Pretty much got it exactly right in time. All right, big boy. It's time for you to go down. Bronze Scale, started combat with 3 Thorns, as well as a Footwork. You don't turn down Footwork. Although we have a lot of non-traditional block right now. Good to just nuke a couple targets off the field here, especially if I get to keep energy for the next turn. Duplication Potion. Definitely want that over the Fear Potion. And another backflip gets Collector's bonus there. Damn, I was hoping for a shop. At least we got that one down. Probably did need to focus on it though, because the other ones were buffing, so I should have attacked anyone else. Don't think I have another dagger spray in the deck. I think I've used all of them already. And agree there. Great. There was another dagger spray, never mind. Accuracy, shivs deal 5 additional damage. Ugh. We haven't got enough shivs in the deck to utilize that. That's a hard pass right there. Definitely want the footwork upgrade. I mean, we didn't perfect the last boss. We couldn't have really with the deck as we were going in. Unfortunately, Nightmare, next turn add 3 copies of that card to your hand, does not add copies that cost less. It costs 1 for that turn. I'm still going to do this, because it's still fun. But it's not going to work. Envenom with Snecko Skull is real good. See. I mean, if you have a bullet time, though, well, then sure, they'll cost 0 again. Alright, give me... just want to damage. Let's burst the escape plan because I really don't like my hand so far. And that'll get it done. Do I even need another backflip? I don't think I do. Oh, I'm done. I'll take another one. They're still good. Even if I don't need them necessarily at the time. First thing I'm going to do is Power Potion, try and find something useful. Envenom is actually really good here. Single Envenom is all I need. I don't need to dupe the Envenom. I'm going to dupe the After Image, though, then play the Envenom. I'm actually going to burst Backflip. Yeah, looking for that Dagger Spray. And then a Escape Plan gets burst as well, and then I'll play it to Flex. Literally all of this is just to buff up that Dagger Spray before I use it. So it can do that. I have the ability now to bring the bullet time back from the grave. Honestly, all these multi-hits with the Snecko Skull and the Envenom there, working out quite strongly in our favor. We might actually end up perfecting this one. I'm also just going to play out the Doppelganger. I don't really want that there. Like backflip. I'm looking for... Oh, dang it. I was looking for Nightmare. I still didn't get Nightmare? Okay, hang on. There's a way to do this. Liquid Memories brings back bullet time. We use the backflip to draw. Then we bullet time. We Nightmare the Wraith form. We then Wraith form. Okay. I'm just trying to set up a couple turns in vulnerability here, yo. Is that too much to ask? Just to be completely invulnerable to all attacks? Forever? Alright. First form down. Keeping an eye on the negative decks that we're building up here. I think I might need to go Eruption. One more turn of safety. And it looks like we're going to put that to pretty dang good use. Predator and Heel Hook. Wraith form! Never mind. We're okay. We got more time. Good thing we have the Archer Image as well. That's actually what's protecting us at the moment. And I'll transmute you into a little bit of money as well. That's another perfect. Honestly, it's probably not going to be... It's 1059. It's not a good score. That's what I was worried about the whole time. Like, sure, we could have gotten an extra 100 if we managed to perfect the champion, but as we saw, that wasn't necessarily something that was actually viable for us, even if we had played perfectly in that fight. The draw was going to screw us on one of those turns. Yeah, it's so-so. Those modifiers don't really lend themselves to actually having like a particularly great run. Yeah, this is just a little bit below me. I think we all had the same kind of thing of you can't take all of the risks that you usually do in a daily because none of these modifications are actually that good. Time dilation, you don't really get to utilize that well over the course of a standard combat. Night Terrors is garbage. Like, obviously, it's just there to bring down the power level of giving you all the other bonuses. I never liked Chimera. Actually, let's have a look at a couple of the daily mods here. So, the rest of these blue ones aren't... No, wait, they are real. Never mind, they can actually be. Cool. So, I like Draft, Sealed Deck. The ending is never enabled. Endless is never enabled. Blight Chest is never enabled. I like Hoarder. I don't really love Insanity, but you do get to actually go and make collector's builds with it, and obviously it's a good base for Mind Blast builds, and there's things you can do with it. I dislike Chimera. I like Prey Snecko, but it's never used. I hate Shiny. I think it's really bad. I avoid playing Shiny ones on purpose. Specialized, fine. Really depends on what you specialize in. Vintage, interesting, fine, should happen occasionally. I like it a lot. Controlled Chaos, I do not like. Starting with the Frozen Eye, interesting. Adding 10 random cards to the bottom of your draw pile every turn, not really. Not really. So if it was something else instead of just the like if it would start with Frozen Eye and maybe like half the effect of Insanity, that would be a lot more interesting. To me, at the very least. Inception replaces your starting relic with Unceasing Top. That doesn't get used in the daily rotations, but fine. I like it. I don't really think you'd always be able to utilize it, unfortunately. All-Star, good. Diverse, good. Red cards, good. Green cards, good. Blue cards, not good. The blue cards specialize so heavily in things that do not exist outside of its set. Like, obviously, red has aggression, purple has aggression, green has its own ways of doing aggression, blue less so. Blue has, like, probably the best thing that it offers is defense, but not being able to capitalize on the orbs as part of the fact that as any other character, when blue cards is enabled, you still only have one orb slot, and obviously you're not going to be finding as many orb cards as you would need to make an orb deck, makes blue cards like kind of bad. I don't like it. Purple I like, allows you to splash in like multi-hits, or allows you to splash in some scry, allows you to splash in some stance swapping. Not much stance swapping, but you can use it as a finisher, and obviously like the purple rares are some of the best in the game. Colorless cards, great. Heirloom, great. Time dilation, fine. Flight, great. Incredible. My True Form never gets used. I don't think I would like it, actually. Having Demon Form, Wraith Form, Echo Form, and Deva Form in the starting deck, enjoy that experience. Now, here's the negatives. A lot of these are still really fun to play. Deadly Events, great. Binary, fine. It's a decent limitation. One-hit wonder. I've done runs on this before. It's it can be a problem. Cursed Run, incredible. Big Game Hunter, hilariously fun. Lethality, depends. Do you fight birds? Yes or no? If yes, it's bad. If no, what a fun modifier. Midas, really, really good. Night Terrors, complete garbage. Terminal, really good. Certain Future, absolute garbage. I hate it so much. Ugh. It's like, it removes so many of the choices that you get to make. So many of the strategic choices that you get to make over a standard Slay the Spire run, especially over a standard daily run. You don't get to make the choices of, I'm going to go to more question marks because I want to find more curses so that I can get the curses modifier or any of those kinds of things. It just means you're going down the same path. Your only things are the way you play your cards and which cards you choose. I don't particularly enjoy that. And starter deck never gets used, but I would actually probably enjoy... Would I enjoy that? Enemies no longer drop cards with Busted Crown and Binary? No, I wouldn't enjoy that. You'd have to have like that with Vintage. I really would like an update that maybe changes up some of the daily mods, because it feels like the daily mods were released and then a couple of them were changed slightly and then they've just been set loose to make dailies from then on out. And it feels like maybe 10-15% of the time it just makes a daily that is not fun for, I don't think, anyone. That's just my opinion on it, though. I do always try and exercise discretion when I look at the modifiers and go, okay, is there anything I can do here? And here in particular, I saw the Character of the Silent and Time Dilation. And I was like, I could try and make a Shiv build. But that really didn't come together. And especially with the cards that we picked up earlier on and the fact that we didn't really find that many Shiv cards, it just wasn't going to. So for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.